Trilogy at Vistancia and Pebble Creek are two of Phoenix's most popular 55 plus communities, and for good reason. These are some of the best age-restricted communities we have in all of Phoenix, but they offer totally different things. Today, I am going to break down the differences in the communities of Pebble Creek and Trilogy at Vistancia. We're going to talk about location, we're going to talk about community vibe and what it's really like to live there. We're going to talk about lifestyle and amenities and what they offer, and then lastly, we're going to talk about what are the housing prices, what does it cost to get into these communities. And if you're somebody who is on the fence about one of these two communities, or really any of the age-restricted communities in Phoenix, I hope that today's video informs you a little bit better about what you would be walking into if you are someone who decides to live in one of these communities here in Phoenix. My name is Keegan McDowell, and I am a local realtor here in the Valley, and I also make videos about the 55 plus communities and everything you need to know before moving to Arizona. With that being said, let's jump into it. So first up, let's talk location. Trilogy at Vistancia is in the northwest corner of the Phoenix Metro Valley, right off the 303 highway. The 303 highway is the belt loop highway that goes around the West Valley of Phoenix and connects to the 17 and the 10 that go right to downtown Phoenix. Trilogy at Vistancia is technically Peoria, Arizona, but is also part of the master plan and rapidly growing community of Vistancia. In Vistancia, you have 4 different sections of the community. You have the Village at Vistancia, you have Blackstone at Vistancia, you have North Point at Vistancia, and you have Trilogy at Vistancia, which is the 55 plus age restricted community. Being at Trilogy at Vistancia, you are not as close to everything as you might be in Pebble Creek. Yes, you are alongside the highway, but it is a bit removed from the rest of Phoenix. Vistancia is growing really fast. There are grocery stores there is shopping, there is dining, but if you are somebody who is interested in being in Scottsdale or going to downtown Phoenix, it is a bit on the outskirts of the city and makes it a little bit tougher to get to other places in the city. Surprise is a city that is nearby that is really growing fast, so you do have some different options like Prasada and Prasada North for different dining, entertainment, and shopping options if you want to escape the community of Vistancia. You also have Norterra, which is on the I-17 going north and is just a short drive on the 303 to get there. You are a bit more removed from the rest of the valley and a little bit more in the desert than Pebble Creek. Now, Pebble Creek is a little bit different. It's located in Goodyear, Arizona, and it is surrounded by a bunch of different communities. You're right near Palm Valley, you are right near Litchfield Park, and this age-restricted community is sort of cut into a bunch of other different communities that surround it. You are right off the I-10 highway, which gives you easy access to downtown Phoenix, or if you're somebody who's moving from California, it gives you easy access west out of the city of Phoenix to head back to California. There is a little bit more to do down in Goodyear than there is to do up in Vistancia. As far as shopping, dining options, you're just a little bit closer to everything than you are up in Vistancia. You are close to the Goodyear ballpark, which is home to the Cincinnati Reds and the Cleveland Guardians. If you're somebody who's interested in spring training, you're also really close to the White Tank Mountains and the Estrella Mountain Range if you're somebody who likes to get outside and hike or maybe do some other outdoor activities. Both of these communities are right off the highway and offer great highway access to the rest of the valley, but I will say Trilogy at Vistancia is a bit more removed and a bit more remote than that of Pebble Creek. So if you are somebody who wants to be removed from all the action and be out in the desert and remain quiet, I would say Trilogy at Vistancia's location is a little better for that, whereas Pebble Creek is more entrenched in the city and is a bit on the busier side of lifestyle and just things going on around it. So now that we've talked about location, let's talk about community vibe and what it's really like to live there. When it comes to community vibe, the first thing you're going to notice about both of these communities is that they are incredibly active. Each of these communities has its own unique energy and focuses on different activities, but all in all, they are both extremely active. The vibe in Trilogy at Vistancia is definitely a little bit more upscale. There are walking paths throughout the community, there's water on the golf course, and just different green areas to be outside and take advantage of the luxurious and resort style community. Pebble Creek, on the other hand, is a massive operation. The sheer size and numbers of Pebble Creek just outweighs Trilogy at Vistancia. Vistancia is home to about 2,700 homes, whereas Pebble Creek has over 6,000 homes and is continuing to build. And when you're in the community of Pebble Creek, you will see that the residents just don't stop. There are people constantly playing golf, pickleball, walking their dog, walking throughout the neighborhood, and just being active and always on the go. Pebble Creek is definitely busier and a little bit more crowded. This may be a plus for you as you will always find something to do, or if you're somebody who wants to be a little bit more in the peace and quiet, Trilogy at Vistancia is is going to definitely be more of that vibe. This is a key differentiator. If you want something that's a little bit more modern, a little bit more resort style, a smaller, tighter knit community, then Trilogy of Vistancia is going to be more of that. Whereas Pebble Creek is more close to the action, it's closer to the city of Phoenix, and there are a ton more residents, there's more to do, and the community itself is just a little bit more busy. So now that we have the community vibe, let's move on to the amenities and what the communities actually offer its residents. The amenities are one of the biggest reasons why people get into the 55 plus communities in the first place. So let's break them down as far as what Pebble Creek and Trilogy at Vistancia offers. Trilogy at Vistancia has a massive luxurious resort style clubhouse in the Kiva Clubhouse, which has an indoor pool, a workout room, a spa facility, outdoor pools, a garden, and a bunch of common spaces for their residents to connect with each other and do what they want to do throughout the day. There is a bar and grill inside the clubhouse, as well as TVs and multiple other sitting areas just to connect with people. Trilogy of Vistancia also has a championship 18-hole golf course that is open to the public, but there are some ways for you to get priority if you are a resident of the community. I personally love this golf course and play it often. I think it is some of the best value in terms of golf goes for the entire city of Phoenix. There is a culinary studio for cooking classes and a bunch of different areas to join whatever group interests you in this community. Pebble Creek, on the other side, is a massive operation. They have 2 championship golf courses as well as a 9-hole golf course, totaling at 45 golf holes for the entire community. There are 2 huge clubhouses. You have the Eagle's Nest and the Tuscany Falls clubhouses. It has multiple restaurants, outdoor pools, indoor pools, 2 state-of-the-art fitness centers, a massive pickleball complex, and over a 300-seat performing arts theater that puts on different shows and different entertainment options for the community residents. There really are 2 sides of the community of Pebble Creek. You have the Eagle's Nest side and you have the Tuscany side. The Tuscany side is a bit newer, which just means the Tuscany Clubhouse as well as the homes on this side are going to be a little bit newer in age. The Tuscany Clubhouse is a bit larger, and that is the center of all of the pickleball action for this community. All of the residents at Pebble Creek can use both sides of the community, so it doesn't really matter which side you live on. But if you are going to be somebody who is going to be really active daily using the pickleball courts and whatnot, I do know that the Tuscany side is a little bit more preferred than the Eagle's Nest side. There's a little bit more of a buzz going on over there, more to do, more activities. If you are someone that is going to find yourself wanting to do these activities, then I would recommend the Tuscany side of Pebble Creek. There is a 3rd clubhouse in this community, but it is basically just a pool, and it is for the residents that are a little bit further away from the other clubhouses. When they were continuing to build new houses, they noticed that the residents in these houses are a little bit further away, so they wanted to give them access to a pool that is a little bit closer to their home. How do the home prices compare? What are the HOA fees? What are the other fees that come up when entering one of these communities? These are all important considerations when calculating your total investment into moving into one of these 55 plus communities. In Trilogy at Vistancia, these homes were built between 2004 and 2015, and this is going to be reflected in what you see in the homes. A lot of them are a little bit more updated. They have open floor plans and they have some upgraded finishes. Prices in Trilogy at Vistancia are definitely at the higher end of the 55 plus communities here in Phoenix, and this reflects just the higher end amenities and the luxurious resort style living that Trilogy at Vistancia offers. The HOA fee in this community does cover your access to the amenities and the clubhouses, as well as the common area maintenance, and this comes out to $280 a month. There is a one-time capital improvement fee that you are charged to enter the community upon the purchase of your home in Trilogy at Vistancia, and this fee is $6,000. The homes in this community range from $470,000 all the way up to about $1.3 million for one of the more luxury homes that's either on the golf course or has a pool and is on a bigger lot. The median sales price here in Trilogy at Vistancia is around $680,000, so it is a little bit on the more expensive end of the different communities we have in the Phoenix metro area. Pebble Creek is a little bit older than Trilogy at Vistancia. They started construction in Pebble Creek in 1994, and it is still ongoing. You can actually enter Pebble Creek and buy a new build home on the Tuscany side or get a home on the Eagle's Nest side that can be up to 30 years old. Pebble Creek has a broader price spectrum where you can find a home in the 300,000s all the way up to over $1 million. The HOA fee in Pebble Creek is around $260 a month, and this includes all of your access to the amenities as well as the common area maintenance fees. The capital improvement improvement fee to move into Pebble Creek is $3,000, and the median sales price of the homes here in Pebble Creek is $535,000. If you are somebody who is thinking about moving to Phoenix and moving into one of these 55 plus age communities, and you want to see how these HOA fees and capital improvement fees compare to that of the rest of the communities in the Phoenix area, I actually have a free 55 plus community guide that breaks down all of this, compares the fees, shows you what each community offers, how they compare price wise, what the homes in the communities cost, and just compares a bunch of other things that hopefully gives you the information you need to make your best decision. If you are interested in this guide, just give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I will send that right over to you free of charge. So in short, Trilogy Vistancia offers a little bit higher of a price point in terms of the homes in the community, the HOA fees, and the capital improvement fee. Pebble Creek definitely offers a wider range of homes and is a little bit cheaper to enter the community. Both of these communities offer extremely high resale values because these are two of the most popular communities and people are constantly trying to move into both of these communities. At the end of the day, choosing between these two 55 plus communities just comes down to personal preference. Although they are very similar, they do offer a little bit of a different experience. Neither choice is wrong, and it's really about getting your boots on the ground and going out and seeing these communities for yourself. In the past, with the clients that I've worked with, as soon as we step foot in these communities, they know which one feels like home and which one doesn't. I've had clients fall in love with Trilogy at Vistancia for different reasons and fall in love with Pebble Creek for other reasons that you may not expect until you're actually out there in the community taking a look for yourself in person. My job as a realtor is not just to help you find your home, but to help you find the right neighborhood and community for you and your family. If you would like help touring one or both of these communities to find out which one feels right for you, I would be happy to spend time with you showing you around. My contact information is below on the screen and also in the description below. And just a reminder, if you are interested in my free 55 plus community guide for Phoenix and the entire Metro Valley, please do not hesitate to reach out. I will send that over to you right away free of charge.